morning, guys. So here I am in my new house, in my room, doing my first video, and it's cool. I'm not out in the wilderness, which is where I would like to be, but I'm happy that I have my own workspace now, and I'm setting up my room for my own workplace, and I wish that it was done, but slowly but surely I'm getting there. This morning's video, I have my pen and paper so I don't miss any points. I'm taking notes as I go along and kind of want to just work through stuff that I've been working through myself with you guys and bring you along this journey. This morning I've been working on fragmentation. And if you don't know what fragmentation is, it is events in our lives where we fragment from ourselves and our personalities. And an example of fragmentation that I've experienced, a very significant one that affects my life every single day, is when I was a child. And I have more than one personality. Most of us do. But as a child, I kicked out a part of my personality, and this is a hard one for me because she comes back. When I was a child, she's going to stop me from doing this. What I've been working on lately is the person that I decided that was safe for me as a child, that has basically taken over my whole life. She keeps me safe. And so I'm always struggling with bringing back my true personality and making the safe Charlotte sit on the sidelines while the outgoing teacher Charlotte comes out and does the work. So I struggle a lot with her, like both personalities coming through. And so it's a fight. This video might be hard for me to get through, but that's why I wrote stuff down. So I don't miss anything. So as a young child, something happened, and I have not pinpointed the exact time or day. It was definitely before I was a speaking child. I never developed my voice. So something happened in my childhood where I took on the belief that if I keep myself small and I stay quiet and I become insignificant, that it will keep me safe from experiencing pain. And when you decide that that becomes a belief, it officially took over my whole life, my whole personality. I took on the personality of the shy, quiet Charlotte, the insignificant Charlotte. And as a child, that's totally fine because I played it off as being the shy child, you know. Nobody really questioned it. I was overly shy, and like that's who I was. So if you knew me as a child, you knew that I didn't speak. You knew that I wasn't out there in the crowd. I didn't have any significance at all. Like that was me. And so being that I took on the personality of the shy, quiet, insignificant Charlotte, I started to associate speaking with pain. And that's why you see me choke up in my videos or when I'm talking to people, and like I'm starting to break out of that and become significant again. Like there's still an association with pain. And that's something that I'm working on every day. So that's why I bring you guys on this journey, because I am literally taking this fragmented part of myself and integrating it back into my life. to where I'm not dissociating with the quiet, shy, insignificant Charlotte, because she keeps me safe. She is the one that, when I'm meeting new people, like she's very observant, and she knows who to trust and who not to trust. Like, that is still a very important part of my life, and I don't want her to think that I'm kicking her out, but because it doesn't match with what I want to do with my life, I need her to know when to sit on the sidelines and let the other Charlotte take over. The other Charlotte, I've always known that she was there. Like, I always wanted to be the outgoing kid. I always wanted to be the performer. I always wanted to be the speaker. And, but she never got her chance to shine. And that time is now. So, let's see, going down. Becoming an adult. So once I hit like middle school is when things started like being like very uncomfortable for me, because in elementary school we're kids and we all play with each other, and I always had like my friends, and then I got shipped off to California. I say shipped off, but we moved to California, and it was a totally different society out there. I got dropped into middle school, and there's different cliques all of a sudden, and I didn't fit into any of them because I had no idea like who I was. I kind of just palled around with the same kids growing up, and so it was an interesting choice that I chose to hang out with the bad kids, like the outcasts, the ones that were like the tough kids. And even though that's not me at all, like, I hung out with those kids because nobody messed with them. And like, honestly, I probably didn't have much conversations with these kids. They kind of just accepted me as, just, I don't know, wall art. I don't know. But I always hung out with them because they were safe. And so I didn't have to like develop a personality. I was quiet, and I hung out with them, and I sat and I laughed when they laughed, and that was it. Like, that was junior high and high school for me. And I did have like a few good friends that I was able to open up to, but I never really felt like I could be myself. Like, even then, like, a lot of them noticed that I was quiet, I was shy. So yeah, just going into adulthood. And then, I hit this point in my life where it's like I kept getting basically shit on by people over and over and over again. People that I loved, people that I trusted. And I could never stick up for myself. And that was the point that I realized that until I learned how to speak, like, I was always going to be essentially like a rug for people to wipe their feet on and take their anger out on. And it's funny that that's the way like the universe works. Like, you need to change, like, you need to evolve, you need to grow, otherwise you're going to get stuck, and I'm going to make you as uncomfortable as possible until you do something about it. So even though like I wanted to be the outgoing person, it didn't happen for me until I started experiencing the cycle of being the rug, being kicked around by people that I cared about. And so that was when I started getting really into spirituality and like healing the chakras, and then the law of attraction, of course. But then still like hitting wall after wall and getting discouraged. Like, that's when I discovered shadow work and fragmentation and reintegrating the parts of ourselves that we dissociated with throughout our lives and our childhood. Sorry, that was gross. That was probably super loud in the mic. I drank coffee. I haven't eaten yet. But anyways, fragmentation. This is something that I'm working on most right now. And I think that I will be silent on social media lately. And I've been telling myself that I need to do this because when I'm posting things on social media, I've discovered that it causes me pain. Like, it brings back that feeling of insignificance. And I need to break that cycle. Like, I need to stop posting things that, make, that are kind of just a way of me getting love and getting significance. And I don't want to be like that anymore. When I post something, I want it to be genuine and I want to be sharing my life with people. So, yeah, I'll probably be silent until I can get through this. Like, yeah, so I'll still be doing these videos because this is me working through this and I want you to see it. Save Charlotte needs to go on the sidelines. So, anyways, yeah, but I hit all my key points, you guys. Anyways, I created the page Our Conscious Heart Space, which is where I will be posting most of my spiritual and my growth, because I want to have a new crowd of people who are looking for the information that I have, rather than sharing with my already friends and family, because that is where my insignificance lies. And they know me as the quiet, shy Charlotte, and that's not who I am fully anymore. I can still be both, and like I said, shy, quiet Charlotte has her place, and I love her, and I'm not trying to dissociate from her, but I'm trying to let her know that she needs to step aside so I can grow and I can contribute, because that's what I want to do in this life. Anyways, I'm gonna get off here and download some books. If you have any good books that you want me to read, let me know in the comment section. I'm making new habits of not being on social media so much, but reading, to fill that time, that space where there's nothing really going on and like I just want to relax. So yeah, that makes me feel good, because at least I'm growing. For some reason I decided that being on social media, like, it was bad, but really I didn't have any bad intentions about being on social media. Like, somewhere in my brain, like, it just clicked and became like a habit that I would fill that space, and distract myself. So I just want to distract myself with things that are going to keep me growing, instead of things that, Facebook is kind of like a source of negativity most of the time. And yeah, so I hope you guys have a good rest of your week, a good Thanksgiving, and I am logging off. Love you guys. Bye.